Father. Hot water.
Hanging lanterns, keep it up.
Well, we can make our way back to the Fang.
Yeah, but what would be the point, with the mine still closed?
We should get going soon.
Ready, go? Yeah! Come on, girl, again.
Get that damned wagon fixed! Unless you'd rather our men in Dalamil starved.
The axle.
There it is. Drake's Fang.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert. You'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
Before you go, Clive, allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew. Well then, this is where we must part ways. Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Fuck! What have they started? What has that gutter rat done to me? Out of my sight, wench! I'll kill you, Rosfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
You truly believe you would have triumphed had the battle continued?
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak.
Fuck!
But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope. There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A Mother Crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rosfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did. Benedicta. love. I'll avenge you.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light. Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash? Are the Beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen? They've spotted us. We're being torn. So much for the men of the Rock. Dhalmekia's finest. Won't be going any further this way. Stairs. This must be the way out. Be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here?
To me, flames! I've heard talk. Help me, boy. I've heard Torgal. Fire and flame! All yours, Torgal. Help me, boy.
By the flames.
Come on, Torgal.
Kupka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
Let the trial begin.
Seems we're expected.
So this is the power of Mythos.
Did the orcs do this too? More of them. Are these things here for me? Or for him? First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima? Nice try. All yours, Torgal. To me, boy. You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go? The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Toggle. Just what I needed. Farewell. That better be the last of them.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
What's wrong with him?
You got away from her! Benedicta! I'll kill you, Roswell!
Come on. Find him. done this before. You can do it again. Let the flames burn within you. No. Let them burn without. Come to me, Ifrit! But if you can do it, then so could I! Let's give this a try. Not bad. Ultima. What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable. You were created for this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Fight it, Clyde! Don't let him in!
Consciousness. We see now. Human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger. For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
That the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens, the sight of him gives them hope. Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Ah! Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance Ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
What ways need
Come on,
patching
Sid.
up? It needs 50 good boards, 8 Spanish.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Clive, you're back. I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place. Be smart.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's Fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto. Any word on the Royalist movement since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Ah, the conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident Physica suggests that you picked the scent of...
The very same, but whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, as did his men, slaughtered by orcs, Vivian. The Waluders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Walooder standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an... Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to... Well, not quite all. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Consider it the price.
I've never known you.
What can I say?
I suppose we...
Ugh, I'm never drinking.
Ah! No.
And with good reason, children. There shall be no lessons today, only thanks.
All right, brilliant.
Finally, a new...
It does.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot...
Hippocrates. After Kuka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, but until I do...
Thank you.
My knowledge is yours. I have a few new notes that might interest you. You wish to study the tomes?
Thanks to Sid.
Well?
Nothing is... It's true.
Good. Is it business or pleasure? You'll not find a better price than that. It'd better all be here.
Blackthorn.
What is it?
I wanted to tell...
This is under a noose.
I'll try to live up to... Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Clive? What's Sancfordian, dear? Should last you a good while. Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. And how am I meant to do that, then? Bring me the materials, and I'll think about it. Not my best work, but it'll do. That it? Fine.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
You barely sat down since you came home. Just spreading the word. So, Professor... No. Ah, but I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideout, not least of all Sid. Well, when you do... She's been going at it hammering. Very well.
I think the maid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I've got to get this thermal displaced.
So... and...
Only the fastest, finest... Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with... And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood. And more heat than all the... I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwreck, but the stack's a bit more involved. The thing is, it's so involved that... I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Good old Clive. First things first, the stack will be made up of three... There's the plating, here, the helm over the top, that disperses all that heat, and the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know.
I can't make it.
Luckily,
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Quick look. Think you can help?
Hell with it. It's the mid. This my last chance to say I'm up. Go on then. She said you would. Krieger's Tates. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavinotto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coat in the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supply.
Right then. Well, make your minds up who's going where. You going after the... Which one of...
Otto. All right, then. Where do we find this?
There's a river to...
And I'm guessing... I'll head down there.
All right.
Used to?
Just don't let...
You...
Take a sniff, good sir.
Go on, just like that.
What's the matter?
I'd go and load...
I'll see what I can do.
All
right.
Oh. Where did all the men of the rock go?
It would make us fine.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto? Otto.
Oh, I had a quick scout, but... Seems... It's just...
But unlike it.
Well spotted.
So this is Stardust. It just looked like black sand to me. Should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
How much did you get?
Enough.
More than me. Put it all together and Here, Clive. Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you. The way you've carried on what is... When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy. We're 5 years on. So thanks for proving me.
You weren't wrong, but I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this.
Don't give over. You're making me blush. All I did. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts. Just like the old Sid. About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrap...
I'll see you back at the hideaway.
Oh, but I'll make... Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Let's go. Thanks, girl.
My blade yet hungers, and so do I. Come, let us feast on your flesh.
Your feasting days are over. That's better. All yours, Torgal. Help me, boy. I'm hurt, Torgal. But we're all ready. For me, boy. Now, Torgal! To me, boy! Too slow. Thanks, man. Come on, Torgal. We're all ready. That's better. Help me, boy. Those who kill for sport deserve no better. Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am sorry. Certainly not a baker. Time was the sight of the Fang.
I take it you...
I hated her. But I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. But now she's gone. What am I supposed to do?
Focus on the job.
What use is Wait. You've opened my eye.
Wait. Suppose he won't be needing an escort then.
Take a sniff, good sir. You'll need
Though I worry...
Master,
I...
just the steeple peaks. True. And look, Master...
I don't know how you...
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from the... Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I hope it's to your liking. Ah, yes. I trust it's all here. You're always welcome here in Lostwing.
Ah, Clark. Go on. There are whisperings afoot, rustlings in the undergrowth. It may be no more than a surf. Given what I hope you'll...
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin, but...
All right. Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
You alright, Sid?
There is actually. Quentin tells me people have mentioned
Oh, that. I heard the rumours, mate.
All right.
It's all but spent.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of
No, but I've heard something.
Where was this?
In Lawbert's was out foraging for ran back here as...
I see. Seems Lawbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate? This is no time to ride. Come on. You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape!
Black Shields. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lostwing?
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from it.
Clive.
I found some black shields.
Black shields. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and it would appear the pack has finally caught the damn it all. I had hoped I would have more and bite back.
I'm sorry. Who did the black shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here...
I don't understand. Why him? Why...
I suppose I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, and fight it I did in my... I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown and throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally, and...
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to his response, however. And he faced no punishment. I lost everything. My loved ones. My life, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved, so I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult task. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of... I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilt. Our wounds are the same. We know where he hides, how numerous. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plan...
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, and... My friends and comrades,
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn.
Yeah. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about. Let's do it again, son.
I'll make a start on putting this firm up. It'll take some time, mind.
Thank you, Blackthorn.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work.
Give us a shout if you need it.
We're seeing troops amassing at every corner.
don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackfoot...
Excellent.
So,
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing...
salvage from the ruins.
Ah, but we don't...
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin... What's the name back there, Ilgil?
What's her name?
Oh, so...
Yes.
I'll show you the plans. Here you see the myth. Excess heat is dealt... Now, in other words, this is where the helm comes in. And not only that, they're also waterproof and... Why? If sea or rainwater...
You can stop there. Mid said we might be able... Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. The thing, it's no longer...
I see. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather my...
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia. You deserve a rest.
Oh, there you are, Sid. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about.
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted... The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any...
Indeed. Well...
All right.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
I think Mid might need some help tidying up.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena.
Excellent.
And just...
Right.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engine, which is why in a prison for... I thought a trip, the helm and the pannies...
Well, if I were in... I know who's...
Tomes. I've got all the... Can you take this?
Right away.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts? You earned this. Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
Hippocrates. For you, Clark? Well, actually, it's for me. Could you take a look at...
Shielding for a mithril end? What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of... pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of... I shall speak to them and see what... If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss this, but the knowledge of the past may yet prove useful.
Thank you, Hobbo. And since you're asking others to help you...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredient. The other? Can we count on your...
Always. Well...
Thank you.
I am sure. So, Clyde, who will accompany?
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty...
Garlic? Are you sure? This looks like the...
Though these are so much now.
Well, I was hoping...
All right.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Harpocrates and I'll look after things here. You head over to Northreach. Harpocrates and I'll look after things.
Now, where's Talia?
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on these.
I won't have you.
There you are.
Ah, we shouldn't have any problem. But if time is of the...
All right.
Let's see now. Meet me by the...
Do you see anything you like? Come back again.
Buy, sell, or be gone. And...
There's talk at the glass. How the hell is anyone supposed to...
You haven't much, but you're free to look. Good day.
That should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Well?
I did.
Garlic and pepio. We should get this back to Tomes. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once. shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tyre.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction. I'll meet you back at the hideout.
All right.
I heard you the first time.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your I was just explaining to Tarja how we might and now that we have...
You can count on me.
What about the shield?
Work is underway.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you.
Right then.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again.
It appears our work here is almost a shame. I was enjoying when both the shielding and the moon dew are ready. It will merely be a matter of applying the one to the followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of...
Leave it to me. Thank you, Up. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border post.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is up.
You found something for...
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we...
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me.
Right then. Better start working out how to bolt to the black.
You know, when I got into the smithing gun, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal
displacement.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest salmon you can find. This is going to require some...
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off, my gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap... That's what she was meant to be, you see. But now she's so close to being... I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to. I want people to sail aboard her by choice. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but...
I'm working on it, and I'll do everything I can to...
All right. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure?
Something tells me it's... Want me...
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his...
I was.
Right. There's just one thing I need to...
All right.
Aye, aye, Cap...
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear. No, excuses.
Not quite.
She said that.
She...
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. Oh, you in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. But anyway, I got a letter. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said...
Thank you, Obolus.
Don't mention...
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work?
Well, but next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you sit.
Ah, don't be so hot. Just like when we built... Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High House.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place?
You can count on. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but...
I hope she's... Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you. But we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go? With them? Oh, thanks, Nan!
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot! There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
He cracked the crystal too?
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should... What could be wrong with Torgor? Trouble with the ledgers. I got your note. You think something's wrong?
So you can read. But I didn't say I were wrong. He used to love cracking the bones from... Didn't like him. You've not been working...
No harder than... Is that it, boy?
What was it you said he wrote?
That's what the laws...
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it...
I suppose things perhaps up...
Instead of everything.
Blackthorn. Not really. This won't. I just want that you might still perhaps sharing it.
Still.
And that was?
A sword. The metal, you could slot.
So that's what... And if you knew, we could unlock...
That's...
I'll see what I... Sharp a sword and we can...
You're a spark.
Thank you. Let's see what Carol...
went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Here.
Let's hear it.
Well, lovely bit of problem, which is...
I imagine.
Prop?
So what exactly?
Nothing. Gave you pour them. Sir, and you...
I take...
would have gone me...
All right.
Frank! Clive.
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto, wait. A little. Listen. And eat. Sadly, I can straighten it out. I'm gonna need help.
Be late for...
There you are!
So let me get this straight. And instead you get Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. And it was something Sid and I set aside for... And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure they will be.
But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all.
I know.
Go. Do you know why I only gave them up?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed...
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you.
Well...
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen...
Really?
No. I don't.
Nid told me she was building a ship.
Really?
I don't know where Sid gets the energy.
No.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want?
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single...
Running around after it?
I suppose I am, yes.
Little wondrous. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's a touch eccentric. If you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning. Lawsman.
He isn't ill.
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and...
I rather think she might be... All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within. And I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is... If we assume that his newfound magics require... It may well be that the Bones Lady Karen is a... Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may... As to where one might find a suit...
I don't recall ever seeing any of that.
And little wonder. The last...
Even so.
Good hunting.
We need to find a way into Drake's tail.
Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
here for another of my lectures. How may I help you today? Here's the latest information I have. Study it well, Clive. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.